Yeah.
Thank you. So, once again, good evening, everyone. And today I'm just gonna throw some light on how your inner image, how can you manage your own image? It can be on an individual level or on your professional level also. Don't we all look at ourselves in the mirror before we start our day or once we have groomed ourselves? Or don't we check ourselves in the mirror before stepping out of the house? Don't we do that? Many a times we do that. We do that, isn't it? So it's more important how you yourself look at your own mirror. When you stand in front of the mirror, how you look yourself, how do you feel about yourself? That is more important than before others compliment us or before others tell us something as to how we look. Because how we look, how we feel, all that has to come within. And that is something we should decide as to how do you want to feel at the end of the day. And it's a choices which we make. And that brings us to the concept of today. What I wanted to discuss is the concept of image consulting. This is a misconception which many of times I face, or many times I face it from my clients, that image consulting is not going to a salon and getting yourself groomed. No, that is not image consulting. That is just a part of image consulting. Actually, what is image consulting is basically your belief, your value system, your behavior, your mindset, your attitude. There are a lot of things which defines your personality or defines who you are from inside out. And it is a holistic transformation journey when we say or when we talk about image consulting. So coming back to what is image consulting is basically it is an inside out transformation. Only if that light within starts glowing, that is when it starts reflecting outside. Say for example, internally you're not confident, but externally you can look yourself confident. But when does that become a complete picture or complete image? When you start building that confidence internally. How do you build that confidence internally is when through affirmations or the story or the movie you run inside your mind. That's when you affirm to yourself or you start creating stories in your mind that is little believable for yourself. Many a times we tell a lot of stories within us before we tell a story to the world. But I read this quote somewhere that if you cannot inspire yourself, if you cannot influence yourself, no one else can do that for you. Because we are our own good influencers, we are our own good coaches, we are our own good critics. And no one else can change that for you. And how does this impact the on an organizational level, or how does this image consulting can create an image in the corporate world? It can be visual, it can be the way you talk, the verbal communication and the behavioral aspects of it. Say for example, when we talk about image consulting or when we want to start a brand, what are the certain factors or certain aspects which we think before we start something? It can be a startup, it can be an entrepreneur journey which you wanted to start, it can be anything. But first thing we need to decide, is it a product or is it a service which we want to offer? First we need to have that understanding as to what we want to offer. Then comes your the name of your brand, what the kind of that comes in these as a second factor. Then comes your color schemes, what you want to give, or what is the vision or what is the mission But all these things takes time. It's rewriting. After so many rewrites, we come up with, but we need to be specific. Okay, what is the brand story you want to tell, or what is the mission you want to, or are you trying to, you know, solve a problem, say statement which many individuals, go through, or are you trying to solve that? We need to start becoming little more very specific as to what is that we want to achieve through that mission or through a brand, and what kind of impact you want to give it to people, or what kind of a brand image you want to give it to people. And that is gonna define your success, your reputation, or the customer experience, or the experience you give to your clients. That is where the success comes from. Because uh, more than getting new customers or new clients, is more very difficult for us to retain the existing ones. Because it's not, if say for example, if it is a product, and if it has something relating to after service things, that is also equally important. And timely service is more important, even if it's your clients or even if it's your customers. The kind of experiences which people get out of your is equally important. That also falls under your image category altogether. Say for example, the platform where I'm taking the session right now, Maven Learning for All. It's an open platform for anyone to come and, teach, where people come and learn and they can take back learnings. So we need to start defining what is that we want to provide, or is it a problem statement which is a society as a whole is going through, which we are trying to solve. There are a lot of talks which has been come out depending on that, or the waste management. It can be anything, but how does it impact us? Because how does it impact on a personal image front, or as a corporate image? This is what it is. It has to be your visual, the verbal communication, and your behavior aspect of it. This is what in combination which is gonna give that impact. Say for example, we come up with a, with an event with any brand, or, or if you're planning something, we need to give that, the audience that kind of an experience, so that they also pick it up. Many a times that experience is not given. Say for example, how do you think the brands or the companies like Apple or Google, or if you take the fashion brands, Westside, Zudio, any Veramoda, or any brands, H&M. If you take any brands, they must have started with an idea from the scratch, isn't it? And the problems what they faced. Or if you had the chance to watch this documentary, the food joint, McDonald's. If you go watch the movie, The Founder, I think it's there in Netflix, I think. Many brands started with a problem which people faced. And today, all over the country, they have this McDonald's drive-throughs where you just go grab and leave. It's a problem which we faced, the society faced, which people have come up with solutions. So basically, before we set out on anything, what is the kind of image, or what is the kind of message do you want to give it to your audience, or your clients, or your customers? And it is the experience which is gonna give that impact. And how can you build a strong corporate image? Is one is your dress code, the grooming standards for your for corporate professionals. It's your dress code and your grooming. It depends on the kind of entrepreneur or kind of business you have started with, and it comes with that. Then comes your body language and your non-verbal communication, which we already discussed, I think, in the previous session, or the previous talk which had given in the same platform. It can be a verbal as well as a non-verbal, both in combination, and the kind of social media or the online presence you have given yourself. Because in today's world, if you are not found online, people, you will not be known, or you will not be, audience will not know that such a person is existing in this kind of a field, because there are a lot of competitors. But that, and we need to figure out what is our USP, which many a times it takes time to figure out what is a USP. Sometimes situations after situations must have got here. Shabna ma'am, just for an example, I'm asking you this. How did you get into this kind of an industry? Like, how did this idea come up? Can you share a small experience? Is she there? Okay, I think she's busy with something. Let her come back, so and then we'll get on to this discussion. So it's more important to get into this nitty gritties of things which has to be taken in consideration, because many a times we leave out on these small things, but these small things are gonna give a greater impact in your own personal as well as in your professional journey. Rajvan, any questions since you've joined us today here? Any questions you want to ask before I go forward? Or audience who's listening to us later, if you have any questions, please go ahead and post it down below. Yes, Rajvan.
Inner image is very, very important. We
Yes.
are we are happy because we are not happy. We don't laugh because we are happy. We are happy because we laugh. So inner image means inner peace. Inner peace means whatever you do here, like for me, I am like uh Miss Beautiful Smile for Miss Amazing Malaysia. So I'm very thankful that I've got this title, Miss Beautiful Smile, because not because I am like I I deserve this title, because I love to make people smile and laugh. So that's why they decided to give me a this kind of title, because what I what I learned from the videos I was watching, and maybe also uh my mentors are, my parents and my founder, uh Menika Devi, and the founder of Maven Magic, Magic Maven, Shabana. And what I learned from them is, when you want when you want to achieve inner peace, always keep your chin up, and be happy with what you have, and celebrate your life. And this is not only by them, but also by me, and also by my hypnotherapist, Mr. Ajit Luder, because he always motivates me to become a better person. That's why I'm telling all the audience here my message. If you ask me, uh, it's very uh, I'm very, very happy you talked about this topic, because we need, as trainers, we need inner peace, and to empower another woman, it takes a great support of this kind of things, because when you have when you have challenges, it's either you choose to sit and cry, or you choose to uplift yourself in a better manner. So by listening to you today, inner inner mana- uh, inner inner critics is when you are happy from the inside, you're happy with the world. When you're not happy with the world can tell you anything. I'm also on my way. Sometimes as trainers, we have our down days. Today my heart rate was a bit upbeat because I laugh too much, and I honestly, I my heart gets too excited. So but what to do when you don't have inner peace? You have gratitude, you have laughter, you have pageantry. And for me, each day is a blessing, and each for me for me, as I say, each each child counts. There's so many underprivileged people out there that need my help, and uh, needed needs my help. So I have to be strong, and I am strong, and I'm helping them. So if I can do it, you can do it too. So Dashni, what's your view on this?
I completely agree to what you said, Rajvin. And I think, yes, a day without laughter is a day wasted. So, yes, I completely agree with you. So, just coming back to a couple of last pointers before we get into further discussions with anything relating to what I was telling you as to how can you, implement this image consulting in your organization, or how can you implement it on a personal front is first step is to conduct an image audit for yourself or for your organization, and creating an image policy and guidelines, or it can be as simple as your dress code, and
Yeah,
conducting
and and
one
and when
second, Rajvin. Let's just me complete this, and we'll come back. And conducting, say, different kind of programs or awareness programs where your employees or yourself are trained for all these things. And see, this is a never ending learning process. This is, and that evaluation has to keep happening. If anyone is seeing this video later or who's joined me right now, if anyone feels you need these kind of service which needs to be done, you can always reach out to me, or just comment down below this video, or whichever means you have been connected, you can comment down so that I can help you out. And in next coming up few sessions, these things will be discussed in detail, taking one segment as the time goes. So what I'll be doing is, how can you will be diving in deeper on a deeper understanding as to how can you understand your corporate image, and then we'll be dealing with in detail as to how can you build your strong corporate image or your personal image on both fronts that can be done. So it's a very short session which I had planned, because see, the idea is to give you three, four things so that it's easier for you to follow, and you can follow and come back with your questions, so that you are also, whoever is listening to this later also is also benefited out of these sessions. Yes, Rajbin, back to you.
image consulting, right? In inner manager, I just finished about inner manager, and because you're talking all about image. So if you're not happy from the inside, you're not happy from the outside. So just now I was talking about inner peace. Now you're talking about how do I how do I groom myself. Each time I go out or work, I'm very particular about dressing. I don't
Yes.
like I don't like I don't like um I don't like people uh, having grouchy feelings, or having actually I don't like the color black. I like
It's okay.
very joyful colors because I'm a joyful person. The You see, the more I wear bright colors, today I because today I went for cheering up some children with my dad in the community outreach, and they were so happy to see me, and the NGOs were very happy to see me, and all of that. So
Yes.
I'm very proud of myself. But the thing is, when I wear black, it doesn't it doesn't resonate unless you go for a funeral or whatever. Then you wear black, to pay the last respect for the Surugwas, and you know it is like very very hard to be, I don't know, very very, you when you wear black for on a daily basis, you feel so down. And without makeup is just a face. Laughter is just a face mask, human face mask, and so is makeup. You cannot be without makeup and without laughter if you are a professional. Laughter and makeup makes up makes up a woman, you see. And of course, as a laughter therapist, you need to wear makeup for clowning and stuff like that. So I'm very satisfied with that. So, uh, what are the colors you think I should wear for work, being an image consultant, of this question? And this question is not for me
Okay.
or me alone. This question is for the audience who are watching uh, here.
Okay. Thank you for bringing up this question, Rajman. See, preferably, see, for work and other things, if you're more on the customer centered front where you are to meet people, where if you want people's attention to be on your face, it's better to go for, say, neutral colors like blue, the regular ones, or the pastel colors of it, so that the attention stays on the face. See, basically, the idea is very simple. The attention has to be on the face, not on the grooming part of yours. To And it's better to wear solid colors, or a thing, something which doesn't has a lot of designs in it, so that it's not very distracting for people on the work front. So just keep that in mind to keep it very short and simple. Because if I go too much detail, it can't become a topic for debate. So I don't want to go there. So that's why I'm just telling it very simple. If anybody needs help on this on a deeper level, you can connect with me on a personal front. Good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
that is
anything else you want to comment on the uh dressing or
no, not in this platform. Maybe that we can have it on a separate discussion call, but not here. Okay, because see, everybody has different views, different perspectives, and different things to go ahead with. I'm not denying that. I respect that. But if anyone has anything further, we can connect on a personal front and have that discussion to respect other people's opinions also. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
So thank you, Rajvan. Thank you everyone for joining in. And if you have any questions or if you feel you need my help on this, you can connect with me or comment down below. I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Darshini. Thank you for putting our attention to this very important aspect of our life
Yes.
that we often forget. Yes,
Yes.
thank you. And your short lessons are very valuable. It keeps reminding us.
See, it's not about telling too many informations and people not able to follow that. So it's
Hmm.
just to give 3 or 5 information so that people are able to follow and come back with their questions.
Yes, yes, definitely.
I believe that. So
Yeah, yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
And
you.
see you
Thank
again
you.
tomorrow. Thank you.